Toya Johnson Rushing and Reginae Carter are back for season 2 of their hit series Toya and Reginae, and this time the stakes are higher. We had a chat with the mother-daughter duo as they tease what viewers can expect in what promises to be the realest and most unfiltered season yet.
Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Nice to meet you again.
Nice to meet you again.
We talked in season 1 and I was very excited about season 1. My only issue is it was very short.
Oh.
I needed more episodes and I'm hoping
We agree. We agree.
Mm-hmm. So we're getting more episodes in season 2.
Yes.
Okay. That's you know what I wanted to ask? How soon after season 1 aired did we pick up filming for season 2?
It was like months after. Like it was months after. Yeah, because then it was holiday time and then it was like months after.
Okay, gotcha. I just kind of wanted to have the timeline in my head for some reason. I'm seeing a few new persons. I'm seeing your brother, Toya. He's new this season. Who are the other new cast members?
Well, you get to see, my brother is the only new cast member that's repeated on the show, but you also get to see all of my siblings because I do this big sibling reunion on the show. So you see all of my dad's kids, and it's a lot of them.
How many kids, Toya?
I think there, it was about 15 there.
Okay, but there's more?
There's more.
Yeah. Wow. And do you have a relationship with all of your siblings?
I talk to them. We keep in touch. Yeah.
Okay. Reginae, I did see some of your friends are also on the cast this season. Can you tell me about your friends who we're gonna see a lot of, or
Yes, I moved. You're gonna see both my friends in Atlanta and in LA. Because you're going to see me back and forth because I'm also working on the show and I'm filming a movie too. So it's different things that I'm doing that you're going to see. So you're going to see my friends in LA, which is that's G Herbo baby mama, which is Taina. That's Lil Durk's who is it? Lil Durk's girlfriend, India, and Asia, which is somebody that I grew up with. And you're going to see in Atlanta the OMG girls who I used to be in a group with. That's Zanique, Beja, and Lourdes.
Oh, we're going to see the OMG girls. Hey! I love that.
Always together.
I love the OMG girl. The colors that you guys used to. I loved it. Are we bringing back the OMG girls? Are you guys back together?
The OMG girls are back. I'm not in it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But the OMG girls are back and they're better than ever. They have some dope songs. It's Beja, Zanique, and Bree. So you should check them out. They're dope.
Yeah, I did see a photo. I was like, okay, OMG girls, loving it. Toya, I saw an emotional moment in the trailer that made me tear up a little bit, and you were crying, and the conversation was about fibroids and how it affects miscarriages. I wanted to know if you were hesitant about sharing this moment, and why did you decide to share it?
Because so many women is dealing with it. It's something that a lot of African American women is dealing with it's almost like every few women have it. So, it's a topic that I didn't mind sharing or discussing. I actually went through a whole procedure after that, to get rid of them. And, here I am now. But yeah, it's something that we need to talk about more, I would say, for sure.
I agree. Is there, now that we're talking about that moment, for both of you, is there a moment to come that you're nervous to either rewatch, or you're nervous for us to see or your family to see? Is there any surprises?
Oh, it's so many moments that I'm nervous to see back again. Yeah, it was just that type of season. So
yes. Okay.
It's the nerves that we have watching back and reliving it and just being like,
when you were going into season 2, were you thinking, all right, after I'm seeing season 1, is there anything you thought to yourself, I'm not going to do this, or I'm going to change this going into, or I'm not going to show this going into season 2?
That's the thing.
It just happens. Like,
you tell yourself that, like, but with us, we're so real, we're so raw that it's nothing that you can't stop yourself from being yourself. So it's like, that's just what it is. Like, I remember I said, oh yeah, I'm not gonna do so-and-so on season 2 of this, that. But then I was just rewatching. I'm like, I did the same thing, but it's me.
Yeah, it's
me. There's some of the things you just don't know is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like it's a moment. It presents itself. So it's like you have no choice but to talk about it or discuss it, you know?
And I will say, one of the things that I love about watching the show, not just with you ladies, but even your family members, it doesn't feel like you're putting on for the cameras. Sometimes, you guys are used to being on TV, but sometimes you have the other persons come in and they're so, cautious or hesitant. Mm-hmm. Everybody was just so real. They were just like, what cameras?
Yes. That's how it is.
Definitely big on that. We're like, hey, you don't have to be yourself. Like, you don't have to do too much. Like,
did you give them any advice before? Like, even from season 1, what was the advice you gave them?
Just be yourself. Like, show up as you.
And everybody around us kind of already have had at least experience with TV or seen us on TV and know kind of like how to be. Just be yourself. You don't have to fake it over here.
Yeah, no, you can tell. When listen, there was a funny book by Reginae that had me cracking up, and I saw it again today, and I was just laughing so hard when you were it's the big dinner at the end, the dramatic dinner. I think Reedy is your sister, Reedy. Is that her? I'm calling her name right?
Reedy. Oh, you talking about last season?
Yes. So there was a moment that had me cackling every time I see it, because Reginae is just like to Reedy's girlfriend. I don't like you. There's something about every time I see that scene, I am on the floor just cackling.
Yes, that's last season's drama she was in. Yeah.
Yes, and so I'm noticing that Beatty and her girlfriend are back together. But what I wanted to ask was, I saw there was an accident. Can you tell us how she's doing after the accident?
She's doing really good. Yeah, she's doing really good.
Okay, that's good. And we're gonna see the aftermath of that on the show. So I'm guessing you give away too much of that. All right, so another thing that I saw that I found that I know I'm gonna love is the whole contention between you ladies with Reginae's spending. So, why do you have such a big issue with that, Toya? Since you've said she's grown, she's making her own money, why?
As her mother, it's my job to step in when, no matter how grown she is. Like, it's always my job to at least give advice. Now, whether you take it is all on you, but I'm going to step in and give advice and tell you when things are getting a bit out of hand.
Okay. And you thought things were getting out of hand?
Oh, yeah. I thought, that's from, my opinion. And I shared it with her. And surprisingly, you'll see how she handled it.
Reginae, what do you have to do? You think your spending was out of hand, Reginae? Were you doing too much?
Yeah. I mean, y'all gonna see how everything unfolds. I definitely feel like I do have a little spending problem. I think I'm getting better the older I get, so it just didn't help that I moved to LA, one of the highest places ever, with all of the cute stuff and the newest things and all of the so
like a kid in a toy store.
But you're gonna see how everything unfolds.
Okay. Reginae, are you planning to go back to Atlanta? Like, are you in LA for good now? Is this your new home?
You're gonna see that on the show too. Okay. I can't say too much, but like I feel like I've always been back and forth though. I always been like bi-coastal. It never been like a final like, I come back to Atlanta, go to LA, so it's never been like, I'm staying here and this is good. Nah.
Okay. And can you tell us, are there any new projects on the horizon that you want to share with us? Because you're there for acting and you've been doing some stuff. Is there anything you want to, any exciting news or movies or roles we need to look out for?
I Actually, a movie just dropped. I'm in there. It's called Nothing Even Matters on Peacock. I love it. If you haven't seen it, you should go see it. I feel like I'm so happy about my performance. I worked with some amazing people on there, and yeah, Nothing Even Matters on Peacock.
I'm gonna check it out for sure. What was your role? What role did you play?
I was an ex-bounty hunter / like I was like about that life. Like I was an ex-bounty hunter, but my family was in the business. I can't tell you much, but it was like we were like the mob kind of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was lit. I think you should definitely go see it when you have time.
I'm gonna check it out.
Good.
All right, you know what I wanted to ask? You know, when you watch these reality shows and they have these reunions at the end, I know you guys don't have a reunion, but if you were to have a reunion at the end of the season, who would have the most to answer for and why?
Casey.
Yeah, Casey.
Both agree. Didn't even have to think about it.
Casey for sure. It would just be, oh yeah, Casey.
Oh my gosh. By the way, Toya, why is Casey so upset with you? If you can share any, like he says a lot. Why do you think he's so upset with you?
I don't know. I really don't really wish I had the answer.
Oh my
I don't. Fortunately, I don't know.
Is it just you, or is he like this with his other siblings? Like, is he upset at his other siblings as well, or is this just geared towards you?
Me for sure. Yeah, it's a lot with me, but he also has issues with the other ones also. But me is at the top. It's the worst with me.
Oh no. Does that affect your relationship with him, Reginae? Since he has this issue with your mom, how does that affect your relationship with Casey?
Yeah, it does. I don't play with my mama.
That's
if you're gonna see on the show, you're gonna understand like all of his issues and why he got his issues, because also he has a voice too on the show. He explains his way of thinking. We all have our different sides of a story. So he has his story. Some people might relate to him, some people gonna relate to us. So hey, we'll see.
After hearing his side of why he's so upset, did it give you any clarity? Like, do you understand him more, or do you still not get why he's upset? Did it change anything?
I feel like I'm a very reasonable person, and I try to understand both sides. I understand just because where he comes from. Like, I never been institutionalized. I never been in, like, I don't know how that mindset of that person would think. So I can't really speak on him feeling like I can't really say all of his feelings are wrong or whatever the case may be. But as far as me and my mom, I know what we do and what we bring to the table, and it doesn't add up to how he feels about us. But you're going to see on the show how everything happens and everything unfolds.
I will definitely be watching. As I said,
thank you.
The one left me wanting more, and I was like, really? Because I watched it all in one day. I just kind of waited.
Yes.
And I'm like, where's the rest?
We got more. We got more. So stay tuned.
I'm loving season 2. Before we go, can you, for each of you, what do you want the audience to take away from seeing your family dynamic?
I want the audience to take away. Well, what I want to come off this season of people to understand that it's very important to set boundaries. Okay. And to know when, to let some things go when it's too much for you, and be okay with it.
Agreed. Anything, Reginae, for you? What do you want us to take away?
I would say, live your life. I want people to also take those chances. I moved to LA this year, and last year, and I just really I learned a lot about myself. Like, I just hope that people could watch that and maybe they've been wanting to move away, or maybe they've been wanting to do something that they seen us do on the show and they can relate to, and they're like, oh dang, like, let me try, I could do that. Like, because we're all human, we all bleed the same. So I just love how people can relate to us. In every show that we ever had, it's very relatable. So we're bringing that back.
That's true. I love that. Congrats on season 2. Now, obviously, I'm waiting for season 3, but I'll give you some time.
Thank you.
I'll be watching, and thank you so much for chatting.
Have a nice
Bye-bye. Have a good
day. Bye, ladies.